Yo. Yeah. Yo. Yo.
Thought rises when noise loses authority. Clarity forms above distraction. Distance sharpens vision. Vision organizes intention. I step outside, static thinking. Crowds move reactive. I choose reflections. Reaction burns fast. Reflection sustains. Perspective widens. Once ego lowers, pride blocks altitude. Silence lifts awareness. Awareness refines judgment. I study patterns before choosing lanes. Trends repeat with new paint cycles. Trap the impatient. Patience breaks loops. Information floods daily. Most lacks direction. Direction matters more than volume. Volume distracts focus. I filter input like clean air. Toxic ideas choke progress. Progress depends on selection. Selection requires discipline. Discipline feels lonely early. Later it feels protective. Protection builds confidence. Confidence stays quiet. I value thought over reaction. Reaction serves impulse. Impulse invites regret. Regret steals time. Time remains most valuable asset. Assets depreciate. Wisdom compounds. Compounding rewards restraint. I move mentally ahead of conflict. Observation avoids collision. Collision wastes energy. Energy fuels purpose. Purpose emerges through clarity. Clarity demands solitude. Solitude teaches self-evaluation. Evaluation corrects course. I reject ignorance. Stress loud. Noise rarely equals insight. Insight prefers calm. Calm supports precision. Precision shapes language. Language frames thought. Thought directs action. Action defines outcome. Outcomes reveal mindset. Mindset built daily. Daily habits construct vision. Vision determines altitude. Altitude separates signal from clutter. Clutter clouds judgment. Judgment influence choices. Choices called trajectory. I sharpen intellect through study. Study replaces assumption. Assumption breeds error. Error multiplies cost. I observe systems before trusting them. Power structures favor convenience. Convenience ignores nuance. Nuance explains reality. Reality resists simplification. Simple answers come from masses. Comfort dulls curiosity. Curiosity drives growth. I read history without nostalgia. Patterns reveal intent. Intent predicts outcome. Outcome informs preparation. Preparation outperforms luck. Luck favors readiness. Readiness grows from discipline. Discipline returns consistency. Consistency builds credibility. Credibility needs no announcement. Announcement invites scrutiny. Scrutiny tests foundation. Foundations build solid. Remain stable. Shallow bills collapse fast. Speed temp. Shortcuts. Shortcuts reduce strength. I avoid rushing conclusions. Conclusions shape belief. Belief directs behavior. Behavior signals values. Values require alignment. Alignment requires honesty. Honesty demands self-critique. Self-critique infuse improvement. Improvement remains internal first. External praise misleads focus. Focus drifts easily. Drift lower standards. Standards protect integrity. Integrity guides decisions. Decisions under pressure reveal truth. Truth stands without defense. I rise above reactionary cycles. Outrage sells attention. Attention distracts purpose. Purpose demands calm execution. Execution without clarity misfires. Misfires teach harsh lessons. Lessons learned early cost less. Late lessons charge interest. I prioritize understanding over dominance. Dominance fades quick. Understanding adapts. Adaptation ensures relevance. Relevance comes from substance. Substance resists erosion. Erosion follows trend. Chasing exhausts identity. Identity rooted in thought stays stable. Stability allows expansion. Expansion needs awareness. Awareness sees angles unseen. I measure success through impact. Impact measured long term. Long term thinking defies impulse. Impulse sabotages longevity. Longevity earned through patience. Patience refines skill. Skill multiplies effect. Effect transcends environment. Environment influence behavior. Behavior influence perception. Perception influence opportunity. Opportunity favors prepared minds. Prepared minds move deliberate. Deliberate motion avoids waste. Waste drains momentum. Momentum fuels progress. Progress stays incremental. Small gains accumulate. Accumulation outpaces burst. Burst attract burnout. I maintain mental hygiene. Question assumptions. Audit beliefs. Discard bias. Bias clouds judgment. Judgment decides alliances. Alliances shape direction. Direction shapes future. I choose elevation over validation. Validation fades quick. Elevation sustains. Sustainability defines mastery. Mastery grows through repetition. Repetition builds muscle memory. Mental muscle resists pressure. Pressure exposes weakness. Weakness addressed. Early strengthens core. Ignore weakness expands. Expansion destabilize structure. Structure collapses momentum. Avoid emotional over investment in noise. Noise cycles daily. Daily cycles distract mission. Mission remains primary. Mission remains primarily. I speak measured. Words carry and serve. Intent shapes interpretation. Interpretation drives reaction.
Yeah.
The room stays quiet, but thoughts stay loud. Walls feel closer when silence stretches. Every sound carries intent, even calm feels suspicious. Light flickers, a nerve response. Heartbeat counts wrong, breath feels watched. Focus slips sideways, I walk through days, double checking shadows, not chasing danger, expecting it. Expectation rewires posture. A simple glance feels loaded, neutral faces turn unreadable. Meaning fills gaps without permission. The mind writes scripts fast, memory plays tricks with time and past moments. Replay as warnings, replay as warnings. Warnings refuse to fade, they interrupt peace mid-sentence. I scan rooms without wanting to exits mark themselves. Distances measure safety, safety feels temporary. Sleep offers no ceasefire. Dreams rehearse fears, scenes repeat with new angles. Rest never finishes the job. Confidence cracks under overthinking. Logic fights noise, noise rarely listens. It multiplies when ignored. I question calm moments hardest. Calm feels staged, too still, too quiet. The mind turns routine into threat. A passing car, a sudden laugh, a door closing sharp. Nothing happens yet tension spikes. Anticipation drains energy. Energy lost feeds doubt. Doubt feeds isolation. I avoid crowds without reason. Eyes feel heavy there. Judgment imagined feels real. Real enough to change direction. Trust erodes inside first. Internal debates last hours. No verdict reached, only exhaustion. Fear shows creative talent. It paints futures vividly. Most never arrive. All feel possible. I know the threat is internal. No one offers limited relief. Awareness does not equal control. Control stays slippery. Thoughts loop without progress. Each pass adds detail. Detail adds weight. Weight slows action. I hesitate mid-step. Recalculate harmless moves. Over prepare for nothing. Nothing still feels dangerous. The mirror reflects tension back. Eyes scan their own expression. Searching for tells. Finding none brings no comfort. Voices inside argue volume. Reason speaks low. Fear shouts. Shouting wins attention. I replay conversations obsessively toned. Time impossible offense. Regret invents itself. Guilt grows. Roots fast. Roots twist. Thought patterns. Patterns resist change. I try grounding in facts. Facts feel thin under stress. Stress distorts proportion. Small issues grow teeth. Laughter feels distant. Joy feels earned rarely. A loop sinking demands effort. Effort drains joy. I sense danger in empty spaces. Isolation amplifies. Echo. Echo magnifies doubt. Doubt fills rooms. Movement helps briefly. Walking burns tension. Shallow thoughts keep pace. They never tire. Night intensifies everything. Darkness removes visual proof. Imagination fills gaps. Gaps widen fast. I recognize patterns forming. Hypervigilance becomes habit. Habit reshapes identity. Identity feels fragile. Strength feels questioned daily. Not physical. Mental endurance under pressure. I hide struggle behind normal tone. Casual words. Neutral posture inside storms rage. Admitting fear feels risky. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being judged weak. Silence feels safer. The mind turns against itself. Self-protection misfires. Defense becomes attack. Attacks leave scars unseen. I analyze reactions after they pass. Could have stayed calm. Could have ignored thought. Could have trusted moment. Coulds pile up. They add nothing useful. They still present focus. Focus slips again. I notice how stress ages thoughts. Simple decisions exhaust energy. Allocation fails. Everything feels urgent. Urgency blocks clarity. Clarity requires pause. Pause feels unsafe. Cycle locks tight. I learn triggers through repetition. Crowded rooms. Sudden silence. Unexpected attention. Avoidance grows slowly. Routes change. Plans shrink. World narrows. Narrow vision fuels paranoia. Paranoia feeds vigilance. Vigilance exhausts mind. Exhaustion lowers defense. I catch myself rehearsing disaster. Preparing responses. Imagining outcomes. Most never occur. Relief arrives briefly afterward. Then doubt questions relief. Was safety real or delayed threat? I crave mental quiet, not emptiness. Balance a neutral state. Breathing exercises help momentarily. Moments stretch under practice. Practice builds tolerance. Tolerance weakens fear slightly. Progress feels uneven. Good days misled. Bad days reset expectations. Patience tested constantly. I remind myself fear exaggerates. The mind is fight noise. Noise resists reason. The fight continues. This battle leaves no bruises. No witnesses. Only fatigue. Only persistence. I function through routine. Routine anchors thought. Anchor stop drifting. Drifting invites panic. I learn to question thoughts. Ask for proof. Demand context. Delay reaction. Delay creates space. Space allows choice. Choice returns control. Control rebuilds confidence. Confidence grows fragile but real. Real enough to defend. Defend without aggression. Firm without panic. I accept fear as signal, not command. Not command. Not command. Not command. I accept fear as signal, not command. Not command. Not command. Not command.
city exhales heat through cracked pavement. Air tastes metallic from motion and friction. Every breath feels earned here, nothing arrives free. Morning arrives tired, sunlight filters through dust and wires. People move before thinking costs energy. Sidewalks carry weight from millions of steps. Stories pressed down with concrete remembers pressure. Pressure shapes posture, I move among faces, trained for endurance. Eyes half guarded, shoulders set forward, bodies tuned for persistence. Traffic hums like a restless chest, engines rise and fall. Sound replaces silence, silence rarely survives. The city breathes through us, we inhale stress, we exhale patience. Cycle repeats, corners teach economics without lectures. Time equals money, delay equals loss, loss equals repetition. Workers chase schedules, schedules chase bodies, bodies wear down quietly, quiet rarely noticed. Paper shuffle inside offices, hands tight, futures for others. Lunch breaks feel brief, dreams compressed between tasks. Billboards promises, ease feels distant, distance sharpens awareness, awareness carries fatigue. Sirens interrupt thought mid-sentence, pulse adjusts automatically, adrenaline spikes, calm resettles slow. Uniforms project authority, authority breathes down necks and even. Some breathe freely, some gasp under watch. History lingers in architecture, red lines etched invisible. Neighborhoods remember exclusion, memory informs caution. The city does not rest, it shifts weight, it demands adaptation. Adaptation drains reserves, I watch computers swallow irritation. Microaggression stacks silently, silence keeps jobs, jobs keep food, food prices rise with rent, rent rises without warning. Warnings arrive late, late feels normal, normal equals constant negotiation. How loud, how visible, how much space taken. Space remains contested, public yet restricted, shared yet unequal. Equality promised distant, the streets display contrast openly. Luxury towers reflect sun, shelters absorb shadow, shadow stretches long. I breathe deeper near intersections, movement clusters here, risk multiplies, attention sharpens. Pedestrians avoid eye contact, not rudeness, protection. Protection learned early, graffiti speaks where voices fade, messages layered over time. Anger, hope, humor survives, culture pulses despite strain. Music escapes windows, rhythms lift mood briefly, brief relief matters. Children play near caution tape, laughter ignores danger. Temporarily, temporary feels precious. Adults notice countdowns, news cycles feed fear efficiently. Statistics replace stories, stories lose nuance. Nuance demands time, time remains scarce. And scarcity defines priorities, priorities dictate survival. Survival becomes focus. I inhale resilience from those before, exhale gratitude for persistence. Breast dead bleeds, pace determines distance. The distance between classes widens, bridges exist. Tolls block entry, access remains selective. The city rewards speed, speed favors resources. Resources cluster, clusters attract protection. Protection rarely shared evenly. Surveillance angles tilt, eyes follow pattern. Patterns assume guilt, guilt assigned before speech. Speech monitored, tone evaluated, missteps punished. I notice how stress curves spines, years accumulate silently. Healthcare feels transactional, healing delayed, delayed. Healing spreads, mental weight transfers. Families carry strain together, togetherness offers relief. Community breathes through gathering, shared meals, shared stories, shared survival strategies. Markets bustle with necessity, cash exchanges quickly. Smiles mask fatigue, fatigue stays constant. Faith emerges practical, not spectacle. Endurance, belief in continuity. Breathing becomes ritual. Pause at crosswalks, inhale before conflict. Exhale frustration. The city tests patience, daily lines extend. Systems glitch, assistance loops endlessly. Paperwork replaces compassion, forms flatten complexity. Convexity ignored, ignored pain festers. I witness kindness survive cracks. Strangers offer directions, coins drop unnoticed. Hands retrieve them, small acts lighten atmosphere. Air feels thinner momentarily, hope slips in. Hope acquires oxygen, construction never ends. Scaffolding blocks sky, sky glimpses remind scale. Scale humbles ego, ego dissolves under crowd density. Everyone shares urgency, urgency drives motion. Motion defines days, I breathe with attention. Long inhale, measured release, regulation keeps focus. Focus navigates chaos, chaos surrounds always. Order appears internal, internal order matters. The city drains without warning, rain floods tunnels, heat suffocates trains. Deuce extend, patience wears thin, arguments spark quick, resolution rare. My women resumes, I watch elders move slower. Respect earned through survival, stories etching wrinkles. Wrinkles map leaky, young minds adapt fast. Energy high, risk tolerance, Ellie think it.
Yeah.
stretches different inside enclosed rooms. Breath sounds louder when futures feel narrow. Every choice echoes longer than intended. Streets taught reflex before textbooks taught theory. Hands learn caution early, eyes learn distance. Trust learn limits, one moment splits past forever. No rewind, no revision, only aftermath. Pressure builds through small encounters, looks held too long, words weighed wrong. Silence misread as weakness, adrenaline sharpens instinct. Instinct shortens timelines decide outcomes ignore intention. I weigh every step against consequence, not fear alone. Calculation, survival math learned through observation. Law feels abstract till names appear on paper. Paper feels heavier than steel. Ink locks futures tighter than cuffs. Signatures replace voices, stories shift once inside rooms without windows. Context disappears, nuance dissolves, only results remain. I see moments judged without environment. Actions isolated from cause cause erased. Erasure changes true fear. Balance between two endings, one final, one prolonged, both permanent. Permanent lives closer than comfort. Comfort never lasted here, only alertness, only reaction. Reputation acts like armor and target. Protection invites tests invite escalation. Escalation feeds narratives favor simple villains. Conscious lives confuse systems. Infusion breeds punishment feels efficient. Efficiency ignores humanity rarely fits forms prefer check boxes. Lives exceed boxes, night brings decisions. Daylight delays, shadows compress. Distant sounds misled direction. Timing compresses thought. I learn restraint through watching regret age. Years stacked behind one mistake. Calendars mock optimism. Optimism feels reckless. Every action carries legal shadow. Shadow stretches longer than body. You outrun nothing, only manage pace. Witnesses remember fragments. Fragments harden into stories. Stories shape verdicts. Verdicts define existence. Existence shrinks to numbers fast. Case numbers, sentence numbers. Years measured cold spaces strip identity. Names replaced by labels. Labels flatten complexity. Complexity dies quietly. I question fairness without theatrics, not rage. Clarity, patterns repeat too clean. Background decides suspicion before speech. Silence reads guilty, defense reads calculated. Either way risk rises. I navigate daily through invisible boundaries. Lines drawn by history. History written without consent. Consent rarely asked. Every siren resets heart rate. Every knock rewrites night plans. Plans feel fragile. Fragility demands awareness. Awareness grows heavy over years. Weight shows imposture. Posture misread as threat. Threat invites response. Response escalates beyond control. Control subs fast as under stress. Stress thrives on uncertainty. Uncertainty defines routine. Routine becomes defensive living. Angles calculated. Words filtered. Witnesses considered. I keep distance from chaos. Still finds proximity. Proximity decides. Involvement invites judgment. Judgment rarely considers exit options. Exit options vanish quick. Moments collapse. History rewrites itself. I hear stories from both sides of bars. Different tones. Same regret. Regret unites perspectives. Freedom tastes abstract when risk constant. Choice exists yet feels conditional. Conditions stack invisible. Invisible walls cut movement. Movement invites scrutiny. Stillness invites suspicion. Balance stays impossible. Impossible defines tension. I rehearse restraint daily. Hands steady. Voice neutral. Eyes forward. Neutrality reads wrong. Sometimes emotion punish. Calm punish. Punishment waits regardless. I count seconds during counters. Seconds decide. Narratives decide. Outcomes outlive explanations. The system values closure over accuracy. Accuracy demands time. Time costs resources allocated. Uneven ground tilts games. Early players start disadvantage compounds fast. Compounding erases hope survives quietly though in planning and caution. Discipline feels like invisible labor. No praise, only prevention lacks proof. Proof demands failure first. Failure costs everything feels too high. Stakes define environment shapes reflects judge harsh. Judgment claims neutrality feels selective. I learn law through observation. Who stops, who questions, who ignored. Patterns speak louder than speeches. Statistics whisper truth ignore for comfort favors authority resists accountability threatens structure protects itself. Self-protection masks as order feels distant here. Only rules enforced. Uneven breeds distrust feeds silence.
Sunlight spills across sidewalks without asking permission. Beats drift from open windows and passing cars. Time feels loose here. Minutes stretch friendly, thoughts move unforced. I walk with rhythm instead of urgency. No chase, no clock yelling. Ideas breathe better this way. Breath sets tempo. Words arrive playful yet sharp. They land clean, they leave space. Style feels like conversation, not combat. Confidence stays relaxed. I learn joy from repetition done right. Practice builds comfort. Comfort allows risk. Risk sparks originality. Originality keeps spirit awake. This sound leads between smiles and focus. Not aggressive, not soft. Balance, balance lasts. I rhyme because it feels natural. Like stepping forward, like speaking thoughts out loud. No forced posture, no hardened mask. Skill shows through ease. Ease hides effort. Effort built quietly. Quiet work speaks longest. Longevity grows there. I value flow over volume. Volume fades. Flow keeps moving. Movement defines life. Life stays playful when unchained. Friends trade lines like energy. Laughter fuels ideas. Ideas loop back stronger. Competition stays friendly. Growth feels shared. The mic feels light in hand. No weight of expectation. Only intention. Intention stays pure. Pure focus. Sharp as delivery. I write with windows open. Air moves thoughts around. Nothing feels trapped. Language stretches freely. Freedom feeds creativity. No hunger for domination. Only hunger for expression. Expression feels endless. Endless keeps boredom away. Boredom kills passion. I build verses like pathways. Clear direction. Smooth turns room to wander. Wandering finds gems. Every bar aims forward. No filler. No empty brag. Presence speaks louder. Presence earns respect naturally. Time here feels circular. Past and present dance. Experience guides without pressure. Youth stays alive through curiosity. Curiosity keeps mind young. I value craft with joy attached. Serious skill. Light spirit. That mix feels rare. Rare feels refreshing. I speak to listeners like peers. No pedestal. No sermon. Shared moment. Moments linger longer. Music becomes space to breathe. Stress loosens grip. Thoughts align easier. Clarity arrives. Smiling. Smiling sharpens focus. I trust instincts built through play. Play sharpens reflex. Reflex improves flow. Flow defines voice. Voice stays personal. No rush toward finish lines. Process stays rewarding. Each verse feels complete. Completion brings satisfaction. Satisfaction fuels return. I let lines glide instead of punch. Impact lives in smoothness. Smoothness invites replay. Replay deepens connection. Connection builds longevity. The sound reflects sunlight, thinking bright without shallow tone. I'll be mystic without blindness. Grounded joy. Joy holds strength. I step away from noise. Chasing noise exhausts quickly. Substance energizes longer. Energy feeds output. Output stays honest. I write for afternoons and long drives. Windows down. Mind open. Road endless. Ideas flow freely. Each verse carries intention without weight. Light touch. Sharp thought. Natural confidence. Confidence rooted in comfort. Comfort comes from knowing direction. Direction stays internal. Internal guidance stays steady. Steady progress. Beats spike. Spikes fade fast. I value staying power over moments. Moments flash. Staying power glows. Glow attracts without force. Force breaks balance. I keep tone conversational like stories shared. Like jokes understood. Connection matters. Connection keeps culture alive. This approach avoids bitterness. Avoids pressure. Avoids excess. Focus stays playful. Playfulness keeps mind sharp. I trust craft built with enjoyment. Enjoyment invites longevity. Longevity builds legacy. Legacy forms quietly. Quiet work lasts. I rhyme without fear of time passing. Time respects consistency. Consistency respects patience. Patience rewards growth. Growth feels natural. I write lines meant to age smooth. No trend traps. No dated slang. Clarity stays timeless. Timeless earns replay. The energy feels open-ended. No final statement. No closing door. Always movement. Movement defines rhythm. I stay present in sound. Present moment sharpens delivery. Delivery feels effortless. Effort happened earlier. Earlier work pays now. I trust simplicity done with skill. Complexity hides behind ease. Ease signals mastery. Mastery never brags. Bragging distracts. I speak from enjoyment of craft. Craft responds with progress. Progress feels motivated. Motivation fuels return. Return keeps circle alive. Yeah. This style loves through season. Sunny days, late nights, quiet mornings, always fits. I avoid anger as default. Joy communicates strength too. Strength shows control. Control shows maturity. Maturity supports longevity. I keep lines breathable. Room for listening thought. Thought deepens connection. Connection extends life of sound. Sound survives years. I build verses like friendly challenges sharp enough to impress. To impress. To impress.
light spill across the room like calm intention. Music hums low enough to leave space for words. The night feels patient. No rush, no agenda. You sit comfortable in your own rhythm. Confidence shows without announcement. Posture relaxed, eyes attentive. Presence felt. Conversation moves easy. Nothing forced, nothing rehearsed. Thoughts connect naturally. Silence feels welcome. I listen more than I speak. Listener reveals layers. Layers feel more interesting than surfaces. Surfaces fade fast. Depth holds attention. The atmosphere invites closeness without demand. No pressure to impress, no urgency to perform. Comfort leads interaction. Interaction builds attraction. You speak and the room adjusts. Tone steady. Words chosen with care. Humor laying smooth. Timing feels right. I notice how ease changes energy. Shoulders lower, breathe deep, and smiles appear without effort. Ease becomes contagious. Nothing about this feels loud. No need to compete, no need to rush outcome. Moments unfold, gradual feels intentional. We trade ideas like soft sparks. Thoughts bounce gently, no ego attached. Curiosity leads, respect anchors exchange. I admire how you occupy space. Not dominating, not shrinking, balanced, self-aware. The night continues slow, time stretches cooperative. Clocks lose authority, moments take priority. Priority shifts naturally. Your laugh cuts tension clean, not sharp, warm, inviting, it lingers. I match your pace without thinking, no mirroring effort, just alignment. Alignment feels rare, rare moments stand out, the vibes stay grounded. No exaggeration, no empty promises, honesty sets tone, tone stays inviting. I speak plain, no scripted charm, no borrowed lines, words reflect intention, intention reads clear. You respond without hesitation, flow uninterrupted, energy mutual, mutual feels balance, balance holds appeal. Nothing crosses boundaries here, boundaries respected, respect amplifies interest, interest deepens trust, trust opens space. The city noise fades background, focus narrows gently, not tunnel vision, presence shared presence. I enjoy the way you think out loud, ideas connect sideways, unexpected turns, mental agility shows that draws attention. Attraction forms without announcement, no signal needed, body language speaks, subtle cues align, alignment confirm itself. The room feels warmer, not from heat, from ease, ease changes temperature, temperature affects mood. I lean back instead of forward, comfort signals confidence, confidence reassures, reassurance invites openness, openness feels natural. You notice details others miss, Tesla sound shifts in mood, awareness feels magnetic. I appreciate patience and interaction, no rush to define, no labels required, moments exist complete, completeness satisfies. Words stay playful yet thoughtful, light without empty, sharp without harsh, balance again, always balance. I stay present instead of projecting ahead, no future talk, no expectation framing, just now, now feels enough. Your confidence never demands validation, it exists quietly, quiet strength draws interest, interest grows organically, organic lasts longer. We sit close without crossing lines, distance measured by comfort, comfort dictates movement, movement stays subtle. Subtle holds tension. Tension here feels calm, not anxious, anticipatory, gentle curiosity, curiosity sustains focus. I enjoy the shared silence, no awkward feel, no nervous chatter, silence communicates ease, ease confirms chemistry. Chemistry feels intellectual first, mental rhythm syncs, sync leads physical awareness, awareness heightens moment, moment deepens connection. The night keeps unfolding slow, streetlights blink outside, cars pass distant, we remain centered, centered feels grounding. I notice how you smile before speaking, thought forming, decision made, expression follows, that process fascinates. There is attraction without hunger, interest without possession, desire without pressure, control stays mutual, mutual respect defines tone. I never raise voice, never rush sentence, calm delivery holds weight, draws listening, listening builds rapport. You respond with equal measure, no power games, no testing, just exchange, exchange feels refreshing. The night feels like background music, low tempo, smooth rhythm, consistent mood sustains intimacy. I let moments breathe, no need to fill space, space allows connection, connection grows unforced, unforced feels right.
Presence sharpens awareness, not distracting. Clarifying focus improves clarity, feels attraction. I respect how you carry yourself. No performance, no exaggeration. Alternate tone, authenticity resonates. The energy stays light yet grounded. Playful without careless. Serious without heavy. Balance again, always balance. Time moves unnoticed. Conversation flows steady. Interest remains consistent. Consistency builds comfort. Comfort strengthens attraction.
Cold metal benches teach patience fast. Time stretches different inside enclosed rooms. Breath sounds louder when futures feel narrow. Every choice echoes longer than intended. Streets taught reflex before textbooks taught theory. Hands learn caution early, eyes learn distance. Trust learn limits. One moment splits past forever. No rewind, no revision, only aftermath. Pressure builds through small encounters. Looks held too long. Words weighed wrong. Silence misread as weakness. Adrenaline sharpens instinct. Instinct shortens timelines. Timelines decide outcomes. Outcomes ignore intention. I weigh every step against consequence. Not fear alone. Calculation. Survival math learned through observation. Law feels abstract until names appear on paper. Paper feels heavier than steel. Ink locks, futures tighter than cuffs. Signatures replace voices. Stories shift once inside rooms without windows. Context disappears. Nuance dissolves. Only results remain. I've seen moments judged without environment. Actions isolated from cause cause erased. Erasure changes truth. Fear balances between two endings. One final, one prolonged, both permanent. Permanent leave closer than comfort. Comfort never lasted here. Only alertness, only reaction. Reputation acts like armor and target protection. Invites tests, tests invite escalation. Escalation feeds narratives. Narratives favor simple villains. Complex lives confuse systems. Confusion breeds punishment. Punishment feels efficient. Efficiency ignores humanity. Humanity rarely fits forms. Forms prefer check boxes. Lives exceed boxes. Night brings decisions. Daylight delays. Shadows compress distance. Sounds misled direction. Timing compresses thought. I learned restraint through watching regret age. Years stacked behind one mistake. Calendars mock optimism. Optimism feels reckless. Every action carries legal shadow. Shadow stretches longer than body. You outrun nothing. Only manage pace. Witnesses remember fragments. Fragments harden into stories. Stories shape verdicts. Verdicts define existence. Existence shrinks to numbers fast. Case numbers. Sentence numbers. Years measured cold. Cold spaces strip identity. Names replaced by labels. Labels flattening complexity. Complexity dies quietly. I question fairness without theatrics. Not rage. Clarity. Patterns repeat. Too clean. Back wrong. Decide suspicion before speech. Silence reads guilty. Defense reads calculated. Either way risk rises. I navigate daily through invisible boundaries. Lines drawn by history. History and without consent. Consent rarely asked. Every siren resets heart rate. Every knock rewrites night plans. Plans feel fragile. Fragility demands awareness. Awareness grows heavy over years. Weight shows in posture. Posture misread as threat. Threat invites response. Response escalates beyond control. Control slips fastest under stress. Stress thrives on uncertainty. Uncertainty defines routine. Routine becomes defensive. Living angles calculated. Words filtered. Witnesses considered. I keep distance from chaos. Chaos still finds proximity. Proximity decides involvement. Involvement invites judgment. Judgment rarely considers exit options. Exit options vanish quick. Moments collapse. History writes itself. I hear stories from both sides of bars. Different tones. Same regret. Regret unites perspectives. Freedom tastes abstract when risk constant. Choice exists yet feels conditional. Conditions stack. Invisible. Invisible walls cut movement. Movement invites scrutiny. Stillness invites suspicion. Balance stays impossible. Impossible defines tension. I rehearse restraint daily. Hand steady. Voice neutral. Eyes forward. Brutality reads wrong sometimes. Emotion punish. Calm punish. Punishment waits regardless. I count seconds during encounters. Seconds decide narratives. Narratives decide outcomes. Outcomes outlive explanations. The system values closure over accuracy. Accuracy demands time. Time costs resources. Resources allocated uneven. Uneven ground tilts games early. Players start disadvantaged. Disadvantage compounds fast. Compounding erases hope. Hope survives quietly though. In planning, in caution, in discipline. Discipline feels like invisible labor. No praise, only refixing. No feature lacks proof. Proof demands failure first. Failure failure cost everything. Everything feels too high. Stakes define environment. Environment shapes reflects. Judged harsh. Judgment claims neutrality. Neutrality feels selective. I learn law through observation. Who stops? Who questioned? Who ignored? Patterns speak louder than speeches. Statistics whisper truth ignored for comfort. Comfort favors authority. Authority resists accountability. Accountability threatens structure. Structure protects itself. Self-protection masks order. Order feels distant here. Only rules enforced. Uneven breeds distrust. Distrust feeds silence. Distrust feeds silence. Distrust feeds silence. Distrust feeds silence.
The city exhales heat through cracked pavement. Air tastes metallic from motion and friction. Every breath feels earned here, nothing arrives free. Morning arrives tired, sunlight filters through dust and wires. People move before thinking costs energy here. Sidewalks carry weight from millions of steps. Stories pressed down with concrete remembers pressure. Pressure shapes posture. I move among faces trained for endurance. Eyes half guarded, shoulders set forward. Bodies tuned for persistence. Traffic hums like a restless chest. Engines rise and fall, sound replaces silence. Silence rarely survives. Silence rarely survives. The city breathes through us. We inhale stress, we exhale patience. Cycle repeats. Corners teach economics without lectures. Time equals money, delay equals loss. Loss equals repetition. Workers chase schedules, schedules chase bodies. Bodies wear down quietly, quiet rarely noticed. Papers shuffle inside offices, hands tight, futures for others. Lunch breaks feel brief, dreams compress between tasks. Billboards promise ease feels distant. Distance sharpens awareness, awareness carries fatigue. Sirens interrupt thought mid-sentence. Pulse adjusts automatically. Adrenaline spikes, calm resettles slow. Uniforms project authority. Authority breathes down necks uneven. Some breathe freely, some gasp under watch. History lingers in architecture. Red lines etched invisible. Neighborhoods remember exclusion. Memory informs caution. The city does not rest, it shifts weight. It demands adaptation. Adaptation drains reserves. I watch commuters swallow irritation. Microaggressions stack silently. Silence keeps jobs. Jobs keep food. Food prices rise with rent rises without warning. Warnings arrive late. Late feels normal. Normal equals constant negotiation. How loud, how visible, how much space taken. Space remains contested, public yet restricted. Shared yet unequal, equality promised distant. The streets display contrast openly. Luxury towers reflect sun, shelters absorb shadow. Shadow stretches long, I breathe deeper near intersections. Movement clusters here, risk multiplies, attention sharpens. Pedestrians avoid eye contact, not rudeness. Protection learned early. Graffiti speaks where voices fade. Messages layered over time, anger, hope, humor survives. Culture poses despite strain. Music escapes windows, rhythms lift mood briefly. Brief relief matters. Children play near caution tape. Laughter ignores danger temporarily. Temporary feels precious. Adults notice countdowns. News cycles feed fear efficiently. Statistics replace stories. Stories lose nuance. Nuance demands time. Time remains scarce. Scarcity defines priorities. Priorities dictate survival. Survival becomes focus. I inhale resilience from those before. Exhale gratitude for persistence. Breath steadies pace. Pace determines distance. Distance between classes widens. Bridges exist. Tolls block entry. Access remains selective. The city rewards speed. Speed favors resources. Resources cluster. Closers attract protection. Protection rarely shared evenly. Surveillance angles tilt. Eyes follow patterns. Patterns assume guilt. Guilt assigned before speech. Speech monitored. Tone evaluated. Missteps punished. I notice how stress curves spines. Years accumulate silently. Healthcare feels transactional. Healing delayed. Delayed healing spreads. Mental weight transfers. Fan release carries strain together. Togetherness offers relief. Community breathes through gathering. Shared meals. Shared stories.
shared survival strategies. Markets bustle with necessity, cash exchanges quickly. Smiles mask fatigue, fatigue stays constant. Faith emerges practical, not spectacle. Endurance being continuity, breathing becomes ritual. Pause at crosswalks, inhale before conflict. Exhale frustration. The city tests patience daily. Lines extend, systems glitch, assistance loops endlessly. Paperwork places compassion, forms flatten complexity. Complexity ignored, ignored pain festers. I witness kindness survive cracks, strangers offer directions. Coins drop unnoticed, hands retrieve them. Small acts lighten atmosphere, air feels thinner momentarily. Hope slips in, hope requires oxygen. Construction never ends, scaffolding blocks skies. Sky glimpses remind scale, skull humbles ego. Ego dissolves under crowd density. Everyone shares urgency, urgency, urgency drives motion. Motion defines days, I breathe with intention. Long inhale, measured release, regulation keeps focus. Focus navigates chaos, chaos surrounds always. Order appears, internal order matters. The city drains without warning, rain floods tunnels. Heat suffocates trains to use extend. Patience wears thin, arguments spark quick. Resolution rare, momentum resumes. I watch others move slower, respect earned through survival. Stories etched in wrinkles, wrinkles map decade. Young minds adapt faster, energy high. Risk tolerance elevate. Silence rarely survives.
The room stays quiet, but thoughts stay loud. Walls feel closer when silence stretches. Every sound carries intent, even calm feels suspicious. Light flickers and nerve respond, heartbeat counts wrong, breath feels washed. Focus slips sideways. I walk through days, double checking shadows. Not chasing danger, expecting it. Expectation rewires posture. A simple glance feels loaded. Neutral faces turn unreadable. Meaning fills gaps without permission. The mind writes scripts fast. Memory plays tricks with timing. Past moments replays warnings. Warnings refuse to fade. They interrupt peace mid-sentence. I scan rooms without wanting to exit. Mark themselves distances, measure safety. Safety feels temporary. Sleep offers no ceasefire. Dreams rehearse fear. Scenes repeat with new angles. Rest never finishes the job. Confidence cracks under overthinking. Logic fights noise. Noise rarely listens. It multiplies when ignored. I question calm moments hardest. Calm feels staged. Too still, too quiet. The mind turns routine into threat. A passing car, a sudden laugh, a door closing sharp. Nothing happens, your tension spikes. Anticipation drains energy. Energy loss feeds doubt. Doubt feeds isolation. I avoid crowds without reason. Eyes feel heavy there. Judgment imagined feels real. Real enough to change direction. Trust the roads inside first. Internal debates. Last hours, no verdict reached. Only exhaustion. Fear shows creative talent. It paints futures vividly. Most never arrive. All feel possible. I know the threat is internal. No one offers limited relief. Awareness does not equal control. Control stays slippery. Thoughts loop without progress. Each pass adds detail. Detail adds weight. Weight slows action. I hesitate, misstep, recalculate. Harmless moves over prepare for nothing. Nothing still feels dangerous. The mirror reflects tension back. Eyes scan their own expression. Searching for tells, finding none brings no comfort. Voices inside argue volume. Reason speaks low. Fear shouts, shouting wins attention. I replay conversations obsessively toned. Time impossible offense. Regret invents itself. Guilt grows. Roots fast. Roots twist. Thought patterns. Patterns resist change. I try grounding in facts. Facts feel thin under stress. Stress distorts proportion. Small issues grow teeth. Laughter feels distant. Joy feels earned. Rarely realization demands effort. Effort drains joy. I sense danger in empty spaces. Isolation amplifies. Echo. Echo magnifies. Doubt. Doubt fills rooms. Movement helps briefly. Walking burns. Tension shallow. Thoughts keep pace. They never tire. Night intensifies everything. Darkness removed. Visual proof. Imagination fills gaps. Gaps widen fast. I recognize patterns forming. Hypervigilance becomes habit. Habit reshapes identity. Identity feels fragile. Strength feels questioned daily. Not physical. Mental endurance under pressure. I hide struggle behind normal tone. Casual words. Neutral posture. Inside storms rage. Admitting fear Fear feels risky, fear of being misunderstood, fear of being judged weak. Silence feels safer. The mind turns against itself. Self-protection misfires. Defense becomes attack. Attacks leave scars unseen. I analyze reactions after they pass. Could've stayed calm, could've ignored thought, could've trusted moment could pile up. They had nothing useful. They still present focus. Focus slips again. I notice how stress, sages thoughts, simple decisions exhaust energy. Allocation fails. Everything feels urgent. Urgency blocks clarity. Clarity requires pause. Pause feels unsafe. Cycle locks tight. I learn triggers through repetition. Crowded room, sudden silence, unexpected attention. Avoidance grows slowly. Roads change, plans shrink. World narrows. Narrow vision fuels paranoia. Paranoia feeds vigilance. Vigilance exhausts mind. Exhaustion lowers defense. I catch myself rehearsing disaster, preparing responses, imagining outcomes most never occur. Relief arrives briefly afterward. Then doubt questions relief. Was safety real or delayed threat? I crave mental quiet, not emptiness. Balance a neutral state. Breathing exercises help momentarily. Moments stretch under practice. Practice builds tolerance. Tolerance weakens fear slightly. Progress feels uneven. Good days misled. Bad days reset expectations. Patience tested constantly. I remind myself fear exaggerates. Reminders fight noise. Noise resists reason. The fight continues. This battle leaves no bruises, no witnesses. Only fatigue, only persistence. I function through routine. Routine anchors thought. Anchor stop drifting. Drifting invites panic. I learned to question thoughts. Ask for proof. Demand context. Delay reaction. Delay creates space. Space allows choice. Choice returns control. Control rebuilds confidence. Confidence grows fragile but real. Real enough to defend. Defend without aggression. Firm without panic. I accept fear as signal, not committing, not prophecy.
Ella. Yeah. I know what it is, baby. Yo. Thought rises when noise loses authority. Clarity forms above distraction. Distance sharpens vision. Vision organizes intention. I step outside static thinking. Crowds move reactive. I chew vection. Reaction burns fast. Reflection sustains. Perspective widens. One's ego lowers. Pride blocks altitude. Silence lifts awareness. Awareness refines judgment. I study patterns before choosing lanes. Trends repeat with new pain. Cycles trap the impatient. Patience breaks loops. Information floods daily. Most lacks direction. Direction matters more than volume. Volume distracts focus. I filter input like clean air. Toxic ideas choke progress. Progress depends on selection. Selection requires discipline. Discipline feels lonely early. Later it feels protected. Protection builds confidence. Confidence stays quiet. I value thought over reaction. Reaction serves impulse. Impulse invites regret. Regret steals time. Time remains most valuable asset. Assets depreciate. Wisdom compounds. Compounding rewards restraint. I move mental ahead of conflict. Observation avoids collision. Collision wastes energy. Energy fuels purpose. Purpose emerges through clarity. Clarity demands solitude. Solitude teaches self-evaluation. Evaluation corrects course. I reject ignorance. Dress loud. Noise rarely equals insight. Insight prefers calm. Calm supports precision. Precision shapes language. Language frames thought. Thought directs action. Action defines outcome. Outcomes reveal mindset. Mindset build daily. Daily habits construct vision. Vision determines altitude. Altitude separates signal from clutter. Clutter clouds judgment. Judgment influence choices. Choices carve trajectory. I sharpen intellect through study. Study replaces assumption. Assumption breeds error. Error multiplies cost. I observe systems before trusting. The power structures favor convenience. Convenience ignores nuance. Nuance explains reality. Reality resists simplification. Simple answers comfort masses. Comfort dulls curiosity. Curiosity drives growth. I read history without nostalgia. Patterns reveal intent. Intent predicts outcome. Outcome informs preparation. Preparation outperforms luck. Luck favors readiness. Readiness grows from discipline. Discipline returns consistency. Consistency builds credibility. Credibility needs no announcement. Announcement invites scrutiny. Scrutiny tests foundation. Foundations build solid, remain stable. Shallow builds collapse fast. Speed, temp, shortcuts. Shortcuts reduce strength. I avoid rushing conclusions. Conclusions shape belief. Belief directs behavior. Behavior signals values. Values require alignment. Alignment requires honesty. Honesty demands self-critique. Self-critique fuels improvement. Improvement remains internal first. External praise misleads focus. Focus drifts easily. Drift lower standards. Standards protect integrity. Integrity guides decisions. Decisions under pressure reveal truth. Truth stands without defense. I rise above reactionary cycles. Outrage sells attention. Attention distracts purpose. Purpose demands calm execution. Execution without clarity misfires. Misfires teach harsh lessons. Lessons learned early cost less. Late lessons charge interest. I prioritize understanding over dominance. Dominance fades quick. Understanding adapts. Adaptation ensures relevance. Relevance comes from substance. Substance resists erosion. Erosion follows trend chasing. Chasing exhausts identity. Identity rooted in thought stays stable. Stability allows expansion. Expansion needs awareness. Awareness sees angles unseen. I measure success through impact. Impact measured long term. Long term thinking defies impulse. Impulse sabotages longevity. Longevity earned through patience. Patience refines skill. Skill multiplies effect. Effect transcends environment. Environment influence behavior, behavior influence perception, perception influence opportunity, opportunity favors prepared minds move deliberate, deliberate motion avoids waste, waste drains momentum, momentum fuels progress, progress stays incremental, small gains accumulate, accumulation outpaces burst, bursts attract burnout. I maintain mental hygiene, question assumptions, audit beliefs, discard bias, bias clouds judgment, judgment decides alliances, alliances shape direction, direction shapes future. I choose elevation over validation, validation fades quick, elevation sustains, sustainability defines mastery, mastery grows through repetition, repetition builds muscle memory, mental muscle resists pressure, pressure exposes weakness, weakness address early, strengthens core, ignore weakness expands, extinction destabilizes structure, structure collapse sends momentum. I avoid emotional over investment in noise, noise cycles daily, daily cycles distract mission, mission remains primary.
I speak measure,
Words carry intent,
intent shapes interpretation,
interpretation drives reaction.
I speak measure, aims they should turn learning.
Sunlight spills across sidewalks without asking permission. Beats drift from open windows and passing cars. Time feels loose here, minutes stretch friendly. Thoughts move unforced. I walk with rhythm instead of urgency. No chase, no clock yelling. Ideas breathe better this way. Breath sets tempo, words arrive playful yet sharp. They land clean, they leave space. Style feels like conversation, not combat. Confidence, stay relaxed. I learn joy from repetition done right. Practice builds comfort, comfort allows risk, risk sparks originality. Originality keeps spirit awake. This soundless between smiles and focus. Not aggressive, not soft, balance, balance lasts. I rhyme because it feels natural, like stepping forward, like speaking thoughts out loud. No forced posture, no hard and mass. Skill shows through ease hides effort, effort built quietly. Quiet work speaks longest, longevity grows there. I value flow over volume, volume fades. Flow keeps moving, movement defines life. Life stays playful when unchained. Friends trade lines like energy. Laughter fuels ideas, ideas loop back stronger. Competition stays friendly, growth feels shared. The mic feels light in hand, no weight of expectation, only intention. Intention stays pure, pure focus sharpens delivery. I write with windows open, air moves thoughts around, nothing feels trapped. Language stretches freely, freedom feeds creativity. No hunger for domination, only hunger for expression. Expression feels endless, endless keeps boredom away. Boredom kills passion. I build verses like pathways, clear direction. Smooth turns room to wander, wander and finds gems. Every bar aims forward, no filler, no empty brag. Presence speaks louder, presence earns respect naturally. Time here feels circular, past and present dance. Experience guides without pressure. Youth stays alive through curiosity. Curiosity keeps mind young. I value craft with joy attached. Serious skill, light spirit. That mix feels rare, rare feels refreshing. I speak to listeners like peers. No no pedestal, no sermon. Shared moments linger longer. Music becomes space to breathe. Stress loosens grip, thoughts align easier. Clarity arrives, smiling, sharpens focus. I trust instincts built through play sharpens, reflects, improves. Flow defines voice stays personal. No rush toward finish lines, process stays rewarding. Each verse feels complete, completion brings satisfaction fuels return. I let lines glide instead of punch. Impact lives in smoothness invites replay deepens connection builds longevity. The sound reflects sunlight, thinking bright without shallow tone, optimistic without blindness, grounded joy holds strength. I step away from noise, chasing noise exhausts quickly. Substance energizes longer, energy feeds output stays honest. I write for afternoons and long drives, windows down, mind open, road endless, ideas flow freely. Each verse carries intention without weight, light touch, sharp thought, natural confidence rooted in comfort comes from knowing direction stays internal guidance stays steady progress beats spikes fade fast. I value staying power over moments flash, stay in power glow attracts without force breaks balance. I keep tone conversational like stories shared, like jokes understood. Connection matters, connection keeps culture alive. This approach avoids bitterness, avoids pressure, avoids excess. Focus stays playfulness keeps mind sharp. I trust craft built with enjoyment invites longevity builds legacy forms quietly. Quiet work lasts, I rhyme without fear of time passing. Time respects consistency respects patience rewards growth feels natural. I write lines meant to age smooth, no trend traps, no dated slang. Clarity stays timeless earns replay. The energy feels open-ended, no final statement, no closing door, always movement defines rhythm. I stay present in sound, present moment sharpens delivery feels effortless. Effort happened earlier work pays now. I trust simplicity done with skill, complicity hides behind easy signals. Mastery never bragging distracts. I speak from enjoyment of craft responds with progress feels motivating. Motivation fuels return keeps circle alive. This style lives through seasons, sunny days, late nights, quiet mornings, always fit. Default joy communicates strength to strength shows control shows maturity supports longevity. I keep lines breathable, room for listener, thought deepens connection extends life of sound survives years. I build verses like friendly challenges, sharp enough to impress.
Crowds love mirrors more than substance. They cheer reflections, polished for distance. Sound travels faster when trimmed for comfort. Truth moves slower and hits harder. I stand where noise stands out, not chasing volume, not chasing approval. Focus stays on weight. The market asks for smooth edges, it wants friction removed. Corners round and messages softened, I refuse sanding. Art bends when numbers lead, numbers never bleed. They track motion, they never feel impact. Impact shapes memory, trends cycle like borrowed clothes. Everyone wears them loud, few keep them long. Discarded style piles up quick, original thoughts survive storms. I speak from posture built through hours, no shortcuts, no templates, no borrowed tone grows from belief holds form under pressure. Pressure exposes motives decide direction decide legacy ignores charts. I watch formulas spread fast, same cadence, same topic, same safe
angle, wrist stays absent. Safety cells clean, clean feels empty. Empty fades fast, fading forces reinvention. Reinvention without core collapses. I learn restraint, watching excess fail. Flash draws eyes, eyes bring judgment. Judgment strips mass, mass crack under light. The system rewards repetition, repetition dulls instinct. Instinct sharpens art, art demands tension. Tension scares investors. Investors seek predictability. Predictability kills surprise. Surprise fuels movement. Movement defines culture. Culture resists control. I keep language tight, no filler, no padding. Every line carries intent. Intent carries weight. Weight matters more than reach. Reach without depth vanishes. Depth without reach still stands. Standing matters. Standing cost. Cost paid up front. Teach discipline. Discipline protects vision. Vision directs output. Output reflects values. Values expose priorities. I reject polish built to distract. Shine hides weak frames. Frames need strength. Strength grows through repetition with purpose. Purpose answers internal. Internal approval outlasts applause. Applause fades once lights drop. Lights follow money. Money shifts interest. Interest never stays loyal. I stay loyal to message. Message evolves through honesty. Honesty narrows audience. Narrow audiences listen closer. Listening matters. I avoid slogans made for shirts. Thoughts deserve more space. Space allows nuance. Nuance challenges comfort. Comfort dose awareness. I write against dilution. Against simplification for reach. Against flattening ideas. Contumsity respects listeners. Respect flows both ways. I speak for those tired of copies. Tired of echoes. Tired of hollow confidence. Confidence without proof collapses. Proof lives in consistency. Consistency earns trust slowly. Slow growth builds roots. Roots resist storms. Storms test integrity. Integrity never negotiates. I choose clarity over gimmicks. Gimmicks age fast. Clarity 80 strong. Strong work survive. Cycles. Cycles repeat endlessly. I watch culture shift under algorithms. Patterns dictate exposure. Exposure shapes taste. Taste becomes habit. Habits resist change. Change demands courage. Courage risks rejection. Rejection filters motives. Motives clarify intent. Intent strengthens output. I stay grounded through self-critique. No pedestal. No inflated myth. Growth needs friction. Friction creates sparks. Sparks ignite progress. Progress scares gatekeepers. Gatekeepers protect systems. Systems protect profit. Profit avoids disruption. I disrupt through substance. Through thought density. Through refusal to simplify meaning. Meaning carry responsibility. Responsibility shapes voice. Voice stays steady across seasons. No trend chasing. No forced evolution. Growth happens natural. Natural progress holds balance. I value craft above numbers. Numbers fluctuate. Craft compounds. Compounding rewards patience. Patience separates motives. I build lines with purpose. No decoration. No filler hooks. No empty repetition. Each bar advances idea. Ideas matter longer than moments. Moments chase attention. Fragments focus. Focus fuels mastery. Mastery demands time. Time reveals truth. Truth stands firm. Firm foundation support longevity. Longevity defines relevance. Relevance grows quiet. I write for ears tuned to depth. Depth filters crowds. Crowds chase volume. Volume fades. Depth stays. I keep distance from trends. Distance offers perspective. Perspective sharpens critique. Critique refines work. Work reflects stance. Stance never bends for comfort. Comfort invites compromise. Compromise erodes message. Message defines identity. Identity resists illusion. I speak plain. No ornament. No exaggeration. No borrowed outrage. Outrage shells cheap. Cheap tactics draw cheap loyalty. Loyalty builds shallow breaks. Quick breaks expose emptiness. Emptiness ends careers. Careers built hollow. Collapse loud. I stay quiet until substance ready. No rush. No forced output. Quality controls release.